ladies and gentlemen. We are back again. I don't know how many nights this is in a row. I don't really care. It's a lot of fun doing this. Um, so we're having a good time out here. I am AK, rest of the Millie Goats, off for the evening. Those of you who just finished up the Duke's Mayo Bowl, shout out to that bowl. It's freaking awesome. We got PJ Fleck and the Minnesota Golden Gophers, or the Mayo Minnesota, however you want to call it, getting their coach absolutely doused head to toe in mayo. You can't be mad at that. You cannot be mad at that. It's spectacular. We got this guy back here with the beanie on. Also, let me get out of here. But we're here to talk Pro Bowl. But actually, no, that's not the right thing I wanted to hit. Let's click it back over here. There we go. Check this out. So underneath, they'd been teasing this all night, dude. They've been teasing this all night. Mayo Bowl, one of the great bowls in college, right? I think the Mayo Bowl, Pop-Tarts Bowl, right? You think iconic bowls, not in the New Year's Six or whatever you want to call it. Not in the top New Year's Six bowls. Mayo Bowl, Pop-Tarts Bowl. They have absolutely stolen the show. The issue with the Mayo Bowl in comparison to the Pop-Tart Bowl is the Pop-Tart Bowl, the Pop-Tart. That's right, B. McCormick. He's back. We're back. Dude's covered in mayo. We're going to yell about the Pro Bowl. That's what we like to do. The Mayo Bowl, or the Pop-Tarts Bowl, the Pop-Tart's a star, period. Done. Right? Everything's about the Pop-Tart. All of it. It gets put in the toaster. It comes back. It has a whole story about it, this and that. It's got edible trophies and this and that. You know, it's like Willy Wonka's chocolate factory out there with the Pop-Tarts Bowl. The Mayo Bowl, they keep getting crazier every year with the flavors and the designs and all this stuff. What I do not like about the Mayo Bowl is that these jabronis from ESPN think it's about them. I cannot stand that. We've got Tyler Berry or Matt Berry, whatever that guy's name is, Aaron Murray. Jabroni's just cutting every 5 seconds. Every 5 seconds to sorry, the Millie is going off. Every 5 seconds to in the booth to the ESPN crew. And sorry, I'll send a message to my group there. In the booth, they're trying some new mayonnaise concoction. Okay, terrible. And so we've got these idiots on ESPN that keep wanting to make it about them. And it's like, you know what makes a Pop-Tart Bowl so great is that it's just about the Pop-Tarts, not about you in the booth. You idiots. Let the Mayo Bowl do what it's supposed to do. I'm sick of it. Like, I don't want to sit there and watch every change between downs, Matt Berry or whatever his name is, and Aaron Murray dunk some other food in mayo. I'm not there to see them. And they think, the problem with that is they think they are so freaking hilarious. So hilarious that they think it's about them. It's like, it's about the Mayo Bowl, but these guys have made it about them. Unbelievable. And that's why the Pop-Tarts Bowl, Duke's Mayo, love it. I hate mayo, by the way. Mayo sucks, but I do respect it. But Duke's Mayo, you gotta revamp this. You gotta get them out of the way. You have to get ESPN out of the way. They're trying to steal your thunder. They're trying to be, they do this with everything. ESPN, they hire these guys, these former players. They get up there and they get in front of a big screen and they start yelling and screaming and throwing their hands and throwing pancakes at the wall and dumping mayo on themselves. We're funny. We're the guys. Woo! No, you're not. It's annoying. Like, it's a shtick. When you have to cover yourself in mayonnaise to make somebody laugh at you, that's not funny. Or you have to throw pancakes at a wall. Stop it. So anyways, it's neither here nor there. Now, the Mayo Bowl did have a celebrity underneath the Mayo mascot all night. Flavor Flav. See, Duke's Mayo knows what to do. They got it. They just got to get these people. PJ Fleck was hype. Get these people out of the way. Get them out. Get them out. All right. It's not what we're here to talk about, even though Mayo Bowl, you have to honor the Mayo Bowl. Really no other way around it. So, okay, let's get that out of here, and let's get to really what we want to talk about, which is, hold on, let's get to here. Ladies and gentlemen, we've got the Pro Bowl, and this is the perfect time for everybody to get mad. All your shows, your Nick Wrights and your Colin Cowers. Oh my God, this and that. We're not gonna. The headline in this show was an absolute joke. Like, we're not gonna sit here and yell about the Pro Bowl. Who cares? Who cares? So let's talk about this. Let's go right to it. NFC is up first. Go on offense. We got the quarterbacks. See, I haven't really perused this too much. I did glance at it. So let's all be surprised and yell together. Let's does anybody have any pancakes they could throw at the screen, preferably? So we got Jaden Daniels, Sam Darnold, Jared Goff. Okay. That's okay. Big glaring name missing. Obviously, Baker Mayfield. I think Baker Mayfield probably should have made. I mean, it's tough to take any one of those three out. It's really tough to take any one of those three out. But he should have made it. I don't know if Jaden Daniels should have made it. I know it's a good story. I'm not hating on Jaden Daniels, but Baker should have made it over Jaden or Sam Darnold. Baker's having an absolutely incredible year. Wide receivers, not too much. See, CD, the whole CD thing pisses me off because he wasn't. I mean, they might as well put Jordan Addison there or Mike Evans. I mean, well, he missed a lot of time too, not Mike Evans. But CeeDee Lamb made it there. Terry McLaurin, Amon-Ra St. Brown. See, let's see. How is the Pro Bowl selected? That's kind of so it's the consensus votes of the fans, players, and coaches. So if you get somebody hot like Jaden Daniels, who's paired with Terry McLaurin, that makes sense. So these are three of the, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Justin Jefferson. It's hard to complain about that. So running backs, obviously Saquon, Jahmyr Gibbs, golly. Would David Montgomery would have made it? Well, man, they could have had both the Detroit running backs in there. But you had to give it to Josh Jacobs, too. So, I mean, look at this. Pay your running back, Saquon Barkley. Pay your running back, Green Bay. Go to the playoffs, win your division, or get close to your division at least. And then Jahmyr Gibbs. God, dude, I love watching Jahmyr Gibbs. The whole Sonic thing. Dan Campbell won't give him the ball a lot, but they try to manage him, I think. But anyways, there we go. Kyle Juszczyk, fullback, undisputed. I think he's had the most fullbacks selections in history. George Kittle absolutely deserves it. Yes, I'm a 49ers fan. There's my flag. But he had a great year. Trey McBride also. Holy smokes. Finally got his touchdown late in the week. Not too much to argue about there. Let's go through. I mean, you can't really do anything on Detroit, Green Bay, Minnesota, Chicago. No. NFC East. Goddard, Ertz, Ferguson. Nobody from the Giants. NFC South. Taysom Hill, if he didn't get hurt every 5 seconds, potentially. Nobody on that Jatavian Sanders for the Panthers got some promise. Nobody. Cade Otton was okay. Kyle Pitts, just wait till next year. He's still young. Don't forget. And then the NFC West, NFC West was tight end U this year. Yeah. NFC West was tight end U. There really weren't a lot of good tight ends, were there, in the NFC? So there you go. Tackles, this is basically the Eagles and the Detroit show here. Like, all of them. Lane Johnson, Penei Sewell. People were mad that Mailata, one of the tackles for the Eagles, didn't get it, but that's okay. Tristan Wirfs. There's all these graphs about Tristan Wirfs way up there on the EPA or whatever it is. Again, guards. You've got Tyler Smith, NFC East running things there. Then the center, you got Cam Jurgens for Philadelphia and Frank Ragnow. So basically, I mean, this is not anything that you would expect. Obviously, two teams with their running backs, Detroit, Philadelphia, their offensive line. Oh, there you go. B. McCormick saying he likes the unders this week. Well, yeah, dude, that's a good point. Skins, Dallas under 40. Green Bay under 40 against Chicago. Raiders, Chargers, 42.5. A lot of unders there, man. That's risky. I don't like betting a lot of unders, man. I don't like betting a lot of unders. I don't like I am 2-0 though. I said that I bet the over in Ole Miss, Duke, and then I bet North Texas to cover. So I was I did. You're right. I did ask you to. So there you go. There's the offense for the NFC. The defense for the NFC, Nick Bosa. I don't know. Micah Parsons. Why? I don't get that. Was there not anybody else that was worthy other than Micah Parsons and Nick Bosa? I mean, Nick Bosa was okay. I'm a Niners fan. Like, I watched every game. I mean, when he wants to play, he's really good. But I mean, he was hurt, missed a couple of games. But I don't know. I don't get it. Rashawn Gary. So there really was nobody else. I'm trying to rack my brain of anybody who Atlanta or Carolina, or let's go through Tampa Bay. No. New Orleans. No. Anybody from the NFC East? I mean, not really that you can think of from the Giants. You thought maybe Burns or Thibodeau. No. Uh, West. What about what's his face? Is he Jared Verse is on there somewhere? There he is. Yeah, outside linebacker. I knew he's outside linebacker. Let's see. Rams. No, nobody from the Cardinals. Nobody from the Seahawks. NFC East, South, North. Nobody really from the Packers. We got the Packers guy, Rashawn Gary. Lions, I mean, what's his face got hurt? Hutchinson. Vikings. Let's see. Daniil. You got the outside backers there. Daniil Hunter's gone from Minnesota. So really, nobody from Minnesota up front or Chicago or Detroit. Yeah. So I guess by process of elimination, folks, you see her go through all these teams and you're like, I watched a lot of football. I don't really remember anything popping off the screen as far as defensive ends. Interior lineman, that Jalen Carter, Dexter Lawrence. Yeah. Vita Vea, dude. Oh my gosh. What an absolute unit. I'm telling you right now, dude. That guy, he's got the nice ponytail or whatever that hairdo is. Pretty cool. Jalen Carter always trying to get that. That's the chunky soup right there. Dexter Lawrence, right? So I'm talking about. You know what they should do? They should get an absolute commercial with all these dudes right here. All the interior linemen, chunky noodle soup. Jalen Carter, what they should do is quarterback snaps the ball, pan out. It's a can of chunky Campbell's chunky noodle soup. He throws it to the ground. Jalen Carter dives between the center's leg, catches the chunky soup, eats it. Just like he wants to try to do with all the interceptions. That's what needs to happen. Jonathan Grenard, I think he's first time over there in Minnesota. I think he came over from Houston. Pretty sure. Andrew Van Ginkel, yeah, that dude's baller. Jared Verse is good too. Los Angeles the Rams got a lot of young players that are pretty good. I hate the Rams. Well, yes, I do hate the Rams. I've been getting on Twitter, been getting caught in the crossfire of all this Rams and NFC West stuff, man. I didn't know there's a lot of Rams fans on the Twitter streets. Inside linebackers, Bond. Nope, no surprise there. Zach Bond. Fred Warner surprised me. I mean, he's a freak, but he was hurt. I mean, if he did this on a bum ankle, I'm surprised the Niners have 3 people on the Pro Bowl already. This is one thing that shocked me is that the Cowboys had 5 players. The Cowboys had 5 players, and the Bills had 2. That's just hilarious to me. And the Ravens had 9. So cue the whole argument. We'll get to the AFC in a second. Cornerbacks, dude, love seeing J.C. Horn on there. That dude coming back from an injury, I think he's pretty good. And then Jalen Johnson from Chicago. I don't even know if they spelled his name right. Byron Murphy from Minnesota. A lot of Minnesota here. Devon Witherspoon from Seattle. Yeah, they like Spoon up there. Xavier McKinney from Green Bay. I think he was leading the league in interceptions or something stupid. Buda Baker's a baller. And then Brian Branch. Now, people are going to be mad because Kirby Joseph wasn't on this. So they were wanting to put both. I mean, who do you put on there? You got, Xavier McKinney. So everything else has 2 positions. I don't know why they didn't put another safety up there for Kirby Joseph. And here we go, specialists. Let's go. Jack Fox punting in 15 domes all year. I mean, not to say he's not good, but holy smokes. Brandon Aubrey, obviously. Hey, D. Paola, let's go, long snapper. Then we got Kadero Hodge. Everybody remembers Kadero Hodge from the game winner against, who was it? Kirk Cousins hit him for a game winner in overtime. I can't remember who they were playing. It was awesome, though. And then Kavonte Turpin. Nice. Very nice. So Dallas has 3, 4. How many do they got on there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They had 5 players. How? How? I don't know. Okay. Let's go to the AFC. This is where it gets hairy, dude. Josh Allen, Joe Burrow, Lamar Jackson. There you go. Put him right there. He's going to be the MVP. You got 9 Ravens on this thing. Oh, look who's here. Bear. Bear, I haven't seen you in forever, man. That was a funny joke. You did tag me in there. This is hilarious. This will incite some arguments. Josh Allen and Bills have two Pro Bowlers. I think one of them was an offensive lineman. Deion Dawkins. There you go. Tackle. And that's it. No more Buffalo Bills other than those 2. That's gonna. I love that argument for the MVP, ladies and gentlemen. I love that argument for the MVP. And no surprise there, those 3 quarterbacks. All up for the MVP. Wide receivers, Jamar Chase, Zay Flowers, Jerry Jeudy. Yeah, there's definitely, I mean, where's Brian Thomas? I'm sorry, Brian Thomas is out there playing with Mac Jones. Oh, that's right. There you go. Been a while, a lot to do with my newborn. I'm not. Okay, I got you. Congrats, dude. That's great. I forgot about that. Good for you, man. Love that. Love that. We're yelling about the Pro Bowl here. I love doing that because now we can look at the snubs. I'm sure there's a lot of people. I got popcorn in my teeth. I'll tell you what. Oh yeah. Here, dude. That guy, 5 kids, twins. Kudos to him. Doing like 17 shows a week. Good for him. Let's go. Cub with a slingshot. That's right, man. Running back. So the wide receivers get a little hairy. Like, we'll go over the snubs here in a second, but where is Brian Thomas Jr.? That's outrageous. That dude, come on now. Jamar Chase, you can't argue. Zay Flowers, you can argue. But I mean, there's no reason to put Zay Flowers. Jerry Jeudy doing what he did in Cleveland with that situation at quarterback. That in and of itself, I mean, playing with Deshaun Watson, then playing with who they Jameis Winston, DTR. I feel like there was somebody else thrown in there before Deshaun or before Jameis Winston. Can't remember who it was. But anyways, running backs. Jonathan Taylor's a surprise. I didn't think he'd make it. James Cook's got like 15 touchdowns or 17 touchdowns. Instead of Jonathan Taylor. Joe Mixon had a pretty good year. And James Cook should have been on there. Ricard, no surprise. So we've got 1, 2, 3 players already from Baltimore. We're only on Brock Bowers, dude. What about Jonnu Smith? Travis Kelce, Brock Bowers. Of course, Kelce. But how funny is that? Oh, Mahomes didn't make it. That's what it is. I was like, I knew there was something weird about the AFC. It's Mahomes. Mahomes didn't make it. That's funny. Come on, guys. Now, that's BS, NFL rig, because they're going to sit there. That's going to be the Chiefs' ammunition, ladies and gentlemen. That's going to be the Chiefs' ammunition. We all know it. They're going to play the chip on their shoulder card. We're going to use it as ammunition, the bulletin board material, blah, 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 blah. Whatever. Brock Bowers, man. He should be up for MVP. That guy should be up for MVP. What he did, setting all the rookie records, not even just tight ends, receiving records, receptions. He's battling Malik Neighbors. That's another one who didn't make it for the NFC. Where's Malik Neighbors? Where's Malik Neighbors on that thing? On the NFC side. He was a freak. But yeah, Brock Bowers should be up for the MVP. Do it because I know his team sucks, but what he did playing with 3 quarterbacks, Aiden O'Connell, Gardner Minshew, Desmond Ridder, and putting up those numbers, come on now. Deion Dawkins, there's the lone Buffalo offensive player with Josh Allen. Rashawn Slater for the Chargers. Go Chargers, go. Laramie Tunsil, dude. Laramie Tunsil. Good for that guy. How far has that guy come? From the gas mask photo. You know what I'm saying? Used to have that gas mask photo. That was years ago, though. Pretty funny. Guards, you got Quentin Nelson, who's an absolute unit. Trey Smith from Kansas City. Joe Tooney from Kansas City. Creed Humphrey. See, like, we sit here and we're like, Patrick Mahomes has no protection. He's got no help. It's deep. And he's got 3 Pro Bowler offensive linemen. And it's hilarious that they didn't make Mahomes didn't make it. But he's got 3 Pro Bowlers, and we have to hear how much time he doesn't have to throw the football. What are we doing here? Creed, it's just a great name. He's a unit, too. Linderbaum from Baltimore. So far on the offensive side of the ball, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 Pro Bowlers on offense. 4 out of the, including Lamar, 5. Half the offense is Pro Bowlers. Well, just roughly. I mean, you can't. Never mind. We're not going to go off on that. Defensively, Max Crosby, even though he missed half the year, Myles Garrett, Trey Hendrick. I mean, it's hard to argue those 3. Hard to argue those 3. That's the only one I've been like, that's right. That's good. Cam Hayward, Chris Jones. Yep. Matabuke. Yep. I'm sure there's a few more that we're missing from the AFC as far as interior lineman defense goes. Nick Bonito, TJ Watt, Khalil Mack, outside backers. Okay. Zaire Franklin, Roquan Smith, another Baltimore guy. How about that? So we've got another 1, 2, 3 on defense for Baltimore. Got Marlon Humphrey out there on the edge. Derek Stingley, he had a good year. Pat Surtain, obviously, dude should be up for the MVP. Denzel Ward. Look, this one right here is the one that pissed me off the most. Christian Gonzalez should be on this list. He should be on this list. Love Christian Gonzalez. That dude is a baller. He got snubbed for sure. Why do they only have 1 free safety spot? And there's fullbacks and free safeties only get 1 spot. That's really weird. Minkah Fitzpatrick from Pittsburgh. I thought they were all fighting each other in Pittsburgh. I thought he was at the center of it. I don't know. Strong safeties, Kyle Hamilton. He's a baller. Derwin James. That's 2 tough ones to beat right there. But Logan Cook from Jacksonville. Shout out Jackson. Was he the only Jacksonville Jag that made it? Shout out specialist. Let's go. Should have been Sam Martin. Sam Martin should be up there for the Bills. He should be the 3rd Buffalo Bill because he's out there punting in freaking gale force winds. You ever try to punt a football in wind conditions like that? It's impossible. I used to punt. So Sam Martin should be in there, and he's inside the 20 machine. Shout out the weapon. Shout out 8-Ball up in Buffalo. Place kicker Chris Boswell. No surprise, dude. That guy's a machine too. Okay, so the punter and the long snapper from Jacksonville. Good for you guys. Marvin Mims and then Brandon Schooler from New England. That should be Christian Gonzalez. All right, let's get out of here. There's your list. I only have a few gripes with that, but it is funny to watch. It's funny to scroll through here. Like, look at this. It's like, oh, hey. Yeah, everybody's yelling about Patrick Mahomes. Who cares? But Derrick Henry's wife, 5-word reaction. I don't even know what it is. I don't really care. It doesn't matter. Look at all these Baltimore Ravens. Like, you're going to sit there and tell me with 9 people helping him to greatness. And now here's what people do. They'll flip it and say, well, Lamar's so good, he elevated all those other players. Shut up. Shut up. So, dude, this guy for Denver, I'm pretty sure he's the interior lineman. Who'd they have up there for interior lineman? Cam Hayward, Banabuke, and Chris Jones. I mean, really not a lot of places to put him, but you probably could have slid in there for Cam Hayward. But yeah, that guy's the last game against was it Cincinnati? I'm pretty sure he had like 3 sacks. Dude's an animal. So yeah, there you go. But here's another list of the snubs. Bijan. Well, yeah, I guess you could say Bijan. There it is. Christian Gonzalez, Baker. These are some of my gripes here. Brian Thomas Jr., Kirby Joseph, Zach Tom, Brian Thomas, or Bijan. Like these are some people that people are really mad about. Kirby Joseph. I think he has a lot of interceptions too. Yeah, he finished first in the fan vote among free safeties. So I guess the players and the coaches must have a gripe against him. So, but I don't understand how Christian Gonzalez didn't make it. If you watched him play, that guy's a freak. So good. Oh, maybe that's what they're going to do. They're going to give him defensive player. There's no way. Oh, another one was Trent McDuffie, cornerback for the Chiefs. People were really mad about him. It's also fun to go through and look. Let's look at the snubs. Let's search snubs here. This is hilarious. Obviously, Baker Mayfield top. And here we go. All the shows. Oh, Patrick Mahomes. Oh, yeah. He didn't. I mean, statistically, who are you going to put him in there over? Who would you put Patrick Mahomes in there over right now? Who? Josh Allen? You can't. Lamar? You can't. Joe Burrow? I mean, statistically, you cannot. So, I don't know. It's a very unique. What they probably did was just be like, hey, we're just going to not put Mahomes in. I wonder, have the fans grown sick of it maybe? Or maybe the coaches and the players. But I love JJ Watt said that these are revealed now. That should tell you all you need to know about it, which is hilarious. Like, look at dude. The other one was Brian Thomas for sure. 10. He's like the 4th receiver ever to put up these kinds of numbers. Those uniforms are sick too. That guy's good, and he was doing it with Mac Jones. I mean, no offense to Mac Jones, but oh yeah, they're trying to get the Buffalo Christian Benford. But yeah, Tyreek Hill talking about Christian Gonzalez. Jackson Smith and Jigba, another one I didn't even think about. Oh man, yes. Yeah, that's who should have been over what's his face? CD Lamb. Let's go back up there. Hold on. Oh, yeah, either over Terry or CD. That Jackson Smith and Jigba should have. That guy was ridiculous this year. And I hate the Seahawks, but he was having a heck of a year. What I'm talking about. There's Benford again. There you go. Notable pro with Trent McDuffie. And that's pretty much the consensus there. You got a couple of dudes from the Broncos, that Allen guy who's a freak. Mailata, Jalen Hurts, AJ. I don't think Jalen Hurts should have made it over who was in there. Jaden Daniels, Jared Goff, Sam Darnold. Well, Sam Darnold, I don't know, man. Sam Darnold's a tough one, but Mailata maybe. I mean, but you can't. What are they going to put all 5 Eagles, all 5 Eagles offensive linemen in there? So, anyways, but yeah, Baker Mayfield, that one sucked. That sucked. So, but yeah, people got all their lists, but that's all right. This guy right here, this stat right here for the Falcons, whoo! This guy right here, Caden Ellis, 120 tackles, 5 sacks. Nobody else in the league has that done. Nobody. So that guy is phenomenal. So good for him. That sucks. But yeah, Brian Thomas compared again. Jonnu Smith, this was wild versus Travis Kelce. Look at these numbers. I mean, we're big mad right now, folks. Big mad. Hate it. So, but Will Anderson, I guess he didn't make it, but he got hurt late. So did Max Crosby. But anyways, I think the biggest ones I was surprised by were Christian Gonzalez, Brian Thomas, Baker Mayfield. Those are the ones that killed me the most. I'm like, you got to be kidding me. So stinks. Love it. Golly, how did Baker get left off? That makes no sense. I don't know what he's supposed to do. I don't know what he's supposed to do. People love them some Jaden Daniels. Not to say they can't, but anyways. A lot of Kirby Joseph, a lot of Baker Mayfield. Where was Puka? Where the heck was Puka? And Kyron Williams, too. Who are the running backs for the NFC? Forget. Saquon, Josh Jacobs, Jahmyr Gibb. Yeah, you come on now. You can't say Kyron over those 3, but I'll give you that. Puka, when he came back, dude's Pro Bowler. Pro Bowler. But Daniil Anderson or Daniil Hunter, but here's a pretty good compilation. So, yep. Anyways, that's enough of that, ladies and gentlemen. This is fun to get on here and yell. Tomorrow night, probably gonna do something after the games tomorrow night. Bring this down real quick. Just do a little recap, another 20 or 30-minute show. I love doing this at night. This is fun. Everybody in my house goes to bed, and I'm like, you know what? Instead of just sitting up like doing nothing, I love to come down here and just hop on the mic because it's fun. So, and just yell into a microphone, guys. That's really what it's all about. It's really what it's all about. So, all right. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. B. McCormick, Bear with the Machine Gun. You guys are fantastic. B. McCormick, I got those, the unders. Good for you. Good for everybody. Pay attention to those folks. Screenshot them. Put them in the tickler file. Check them out. Check us out on Twitter and all these other ones. People yelling us out on TikTok, as always. That's okay. We'll yell back. It's all in good fun. People say we don't need podcasting equipment. They need to take our podcasting equipment away. You shouldn't give it to everybody. Dude, it's the greatest troll job ever is if you buy podcasting equipment to troll your friends' teams. That's an ultimate move. Try it sometime. Stop yelling at everybody. It's funny. All right, we will see you tomorrow or Sunday. I don't know. Maybe tomorrow after the game. Have a good weekend.